How much weight does a society carry when obesity becomes an epidemic? This is a question that resonates deeply in our modern world, where the scales are tipping towards an alarming rise in obesity. Obesity, once considered a high-income country issue, is now on the rise in low- and middle-income countries as well, particularly in urban settings. It is a complex health issue that stems from an interplay of various factors, encompassing genetics, behavior, environment, culture, and society. And it is a problem that casts a wide-ranging shadow on health, society, healthcare, and economics. From a health perspective, obesity is a ticking time bomb. It's a leading cause of preventable deaths worldwide, linked to a host of chronic diseases, including heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. It's a heavy burden that our bodies strain to carry, and the toll it takes is often devastating. On a societal level, obesity affects more than just the individuals who struggle with their weight. It impacts families, communities, and entire countries, altering the fabric of our societies. It challenges our notions of body image, self-esteem, and well-being. The strain of obesity also extends to our healthcare systems. It's a costly epidemic, demanding significant resources to manage the myriad health issues it triggers. The financial implications are staggering, with billions spent annually on obesity-related healthcare costs. Economically, the burden of obesity is equally daunting. It impacts labor markets with higher rates of absenteeism and lower productivity levels. It hampers economic development and fuels a vicious cycle of poverty and ill health. The global prevalence of obesity is a stark reminder of the gravity of the situation. According to the World Health Organization, more than 1 billion adults are overweight, and among these, at least 300 million are clinically obese. Now imagine a place where the problem is amplified to an alarming extent. A place where the epidemic has taken hold with a vice-like grip, creating a crisis of monumental proportions. Welcome to Cook Islands. The Cook Islands, a paradise in the South Pacific, holds a disturbing record, the highest rates of obesity in the world. Imagine a place where the turquoise waves lap against white sandy shores, where palm trees sway in the gentle breeze, and the air is filled with the sweet scent of tropical flowers. Welcome to the Cook Islands, a paradise on Earth. But beneath this idyllic exterior, the islands hold a less than desirable title. They have the highest obesity rates globally, with more than 3/4 of adults tipping the scales into the obese category. This statistic is not just a number, but a stark reality that shadows the lives of the islanders. It's not just adults who are affected. Alarmingly, nearly 1 in 3 children are also considered obese. This is a rate far exceeding the global average, placing the Cook Islands at the epicenter of an international health crisis. Over the years, these rates have only escalated. Since the 1980s, obesity rates in the Cook Islands have more than doubled, reflecting a disturbing global trend. The rise in obesity is not a sudden phenomenon, but a gradual increase that has crept up on the population, slowly changing the health landscape of this paradise. Compared to the global averages, the obesity rates in the Cook Islands are a clear outlier. The World Health Organization estimates that globally, around 1 in 10 adults are obese. In stark contrast to this, in the Cook Islands, obesity is the norm rather than the exception. This puts the islands in a unique and challenging position, grappling with a health issue that globally is more often the exception rather than the rule. The obesity crisis in the Cook Islands is not just a health issue, it's a social issue, an economic issue, and a ticking time bomb for the future of this island paradise. The numbers are staggering, but what does this mean for the people of the Cook Islands? Behind every statistic, there's a human story. And in the Cook Islands, these stories are heart-wrenching. Obesity, often seen as a personal predicament, is a complex health issue that carries with it a multitude of severe implications. In the Cook Islands, it's an unfortunate reality for many, with individuals grappling not just with their weight, but the myriad of health issues that come with it. The most immediate impact of obesity is on the individual's health. An obese person is at a higher risk for a host of diseases. Diabetes, a condition where the body cannot produce or appropriately use insulin, is commonly paired with obesity. It's a life-altering illness, demanding constant management and vigilance over one's diet and lifestyle. Heart disease, too, is a frequent companion of obesity. The extra weight puts immense stress on the heart, making it work harder to pump blood throughout the body. And this could lead to a host of heart-related issues, including heart attacks. The list of potential health complications doesn't end there. Obesity is also linked to certain types of cancers. Imagine carrying the burden of obesity and then receiving a cancer diagnosis. It's a double whammy that no one should have to endure. In the Cook Islands, these are not hypothetical scenarios. They are real stories of real people. People who, despite their jovial Pacific Islander spirit, bear the weight of their health struggles each day. People like Tane, a father of 3 who battles diabetes, or Rima, a grandmother who fights heart disease while also caring for her grandchildren. These are the human faces behind the obesity statistics. But the impact of obesity is not just personal, it reverberates throughout the whole society. The health of a nation is its wealth, and when a significant portion of the population is grappling with obesity-related illnesses, it's a crisis that affects everyone. A crisis that demands a collective response because every individual's story matters, every individual's health matters. Behind every statistic, there's a human story. And in the Cook Islands, these stories are heart-wrenching. When obesity takes hold, it doesn't just strain waistlines, it strains entire economies. Let's talk about the economic implications of obesity. It's not merely a health issue, it's a weighty financial problem. Obesity drags economies down like an anchor, with increased healthcare costs, loss of productivity, and broader societal impacts. Imagine the healthcare system as a ship. Now, picture obesity as a torrential storm threatening to capsize the vessel. As obesity rates rise, so too does the demand for medical care. More people require treatment for obesity-related conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and a raft of other chronic health issues. This places a significant burden on the healthcare system, increasing costs and stretching resources to breaking point. But the economic burden doesn't stop at healthcare. Obesity also impacts productivity. When people are unwell, they can't work as effectively, or sometimes not at all. Days off due to illness lead to a loss of productivity, and this has a direct impact on a country's economic output. The engine of the economy starts to splutter and slow. Now, let's focus on the Cook Islands, the country with the highest obesity rates globally. The challenges here are amplified. In a small island nation with limited resources, the economic impact of obesity is felt even more acutely. The healthcare system is under immense pressure, and the loss of productivity is especially damaging. Moreover, the societal impacts are profound. Obesity affects people's quality of life, their self-esteem, and their ability to participate fully in community life. It's not just about the dollars and cents. It's about the well-being of individuals and the health of communities. Yet, despite these challenges, the Cook Islands, like many other countries grappling with high obesity rates, is fighting back. They're investing in public health campaigns, promoting healthier lifestyles, and working to create environments that support good health. So, what can be done to lighten the load? The answer lies in continuing these efforts, in not just treating the symptoms, but addressing the root causes of obesity. Because when we lighten the load of obesity, we lighten the load on our economies, our societies, and our lives. The path out of obesity is not easy, but it's a journey that must be undertaken for the health of a nation. And so it is in the Cook Islands, where the struggle against the mounting wave of obesity is more than just a health crusade. It's a fight for survival, a fight for the future, a fight for the very essence of the Cook Islander way of life. The road ahead is challenging, yes, but it's not a road that needs to be walked alone. The government, communities, and individuals all have their roles to play in this shared endeavour. The government, for instance, can implement policies to promote healthier lifestyles and limit the availability of unhealthy foods. They can foster environments that encourage physical activity, provide access to nutritious food, and support health education initiatives. Communities can rally around the cause, fostering a culture of health and wellness. Schools can incorporate physical activity and nutrition education into their curriculums. Local businesses can promote healthier food options, and community groups can organize fitness events and campaigns. Then there's the individual level. Each person has the power to make choices that affect their health. It's about making small, consistent changes in daily habits, choosing to walk instead of drive, opting for water over sugary drinks, and incorporating more fruits and vegetables into meals. These might seem like small steps, but collectively, they can make a big difference. The fight against obesity is multifaceted. It requires a comprehensive, all-hands-on-deck approach. It's not just about losing weight, it's about gaining health, vitality, and a brighter future. In the Cook Islands, the stakes are high. The health of a nation hangs in the balance, but with determination, collaboration, and an unwavering commitment to health, there is hope. The road might be long and the journey tough, but the destination is worth it. In the Cook Islands, the fight against obesity is a fight for the very soul of the nation. And it's a fight they're ready to take on.